And hi, boys and girls. This is your old friend, Uncle Alan, your pal, aka Diebulfrog79, old Uncle Al. I'm holding a lantern. It's going to be a future video. This is my Faraday cage all the time. This is one of the things you won't find on the market anymore. It's been discontinued. They never got a fully good LED lantern to replace it. It's got some gizmos to it, but this doesn't really work what they have right now because I've seen the products right now, and this old lantern is a lot better than most. Okay, let's shut that off. Okay, this is my third attempt of doing this video. First two times, something always happens weird. I don't know if they're trying to screw me over or something. But this is how can I say it politely? Try not to curse. This is for the people in Sweden, Finland, France, Belgium, Germany, and Norway. Can Uncle Al save Sweden Part 1? And the answer is no, because those countries hardly ever watch my channel, and I can't save stupid people. Uh, this is for a certain group of Swedish preppers who watches my channel. Thank you for the view count. I'm going to try the best I can to save you guys, but you're heading for the summer of blood. Let me double check that on my notes. Yeah, it's the summer of blood 2018. Sorry about that. Um, Sweden is being invaded by the Illuminati groups A and B. It's an internal struggle. Let me scratch that off real quick. This is an internal struggle. This leads to the end of the Swedish royal family, the House Bertinet or Bertinet, um, the horrible massacre of 2020. There will be only two survivors, Prince Gabriel, and I think it's one of his cousins, which is a duchess. Remember, your future is my past. This is a hidden message. I keep trying to repeat this. Your future is my past. Please write that down in your notebooks. I've been putting these hidden messages in the last how many 152 videos? Still, people don't get it. Okay. Hubble's cat example of a socialist paradise is going to hell. So everybody who sees Hubble's cat's video or knows Hubble's cat channel, please tell them what's going on in Sweden and what's going on with the idiot socialist parties there and the liberals and what they're doing to Sweden. Okay. Uh, let's see. Now, the Sweden I know, about 40 years ago, when Uncle I was young and stupid college student, visited there is now gone. Used to be a wonderful country. I really enjoyed Sweden. It was a little expensive, but I worked around. I ate the food. I tried to assimilate it. My Swedish is really bad. I can't remember because of the strokes. So Uncle Alan forgets things. You could tell. I forget which side of my face. You could see the damage. I have Bell's palsy, so sometimes I can't speak too loud or my face is all screwed up. So also my head movements. So I'm sorry about that, folks, but that's another story. Anyway, 40 years ago, Sweden was a paradise, a socialist paradise. Now it's gone to hell, and I'm really scared for Sweden. I think my computer's acting up. I'm going to try to get part one, most information I can within 10 minutes before they try and do something again. Okay, let's see. Have it. Was a nice, safe, gun-free socialist nation when I visited. That's 40 years ago. Now it's a hellhole like Stockton, California, Chicago, Illinois, and Detroit, Michigan. Stockholm's like that. And a lot of people who lives in Stockholm knows what I'm talking about. There are 55 jihadist enclaves and ISIS claves uh, from illegal refugees. They're not part of the nice Muslim community there. Muslims have nothing to do with this. All right, it's the jihadist and ISIS supporter. You have to remember, the Muslims have nothing to do with this. This is, um, how can I say it correctly? You have two different groups of people. You have the real refugees who suffered, and you have these young, strapping men from 15 to 20 different ethnic minority groups who are not Muslims and believe in a different Quran text. All right, Uncle Alan reads the Quran, so I know what I'm talking about. These jokers are criminals, are really bad people, and Sweden let them in 10 years ago. So you want to blame somebody? 2008. Okay? Like I said, 55 enclaves of ISIS and jihadists. Uh, they have now a standing army of 150,000 and will take over Sweden by 2020. I'm trying to speed things up. Sorry about this, folks. Russia will invade through weak Finland. Right now, Finland is really weak and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Again, socialists and liberals at fault. And I'm really sorry for the Finnish people. Most of you put up a good fight, but if you've seen what they did lately, they're going to plow you over and NATO's not going to help you. I'm really sorry about that. I can't say enough about Finland because I also visited there 40 years ago. And I'm really sorry about that. They're going to hit through Finland with tanks and ground support aircraft to solve the so-called Swedish internal problem. This is your future, my past. I repeat, your future, my past. Write that down in your notebooks. It's a hidden message, but after 154 videos, you still don't get it. Okay? Norway, during this time period after 2020, will get 3 million Swedish refugees escaping the socialist Holocaust. Armed jihadists, ISIS activists armed with AK-47s and hand grenades and machetes are roaming the streets of Stockholm right now. And the police are turning a blind eye. You think Uncle Alan's eye is blind? Okay, the Swedish police like, oh, they're carrying hand grenades and AK-47s. Well, we're not going to respond to that neighborhood. Not even the fire department or ambulance are going to those neighborhoods. And those people know what I'm talking about. Okay, Russian agents. Okay, you have a bunch of Russian agents. Your Swedish intelligence service has gone kaput. And I'm not kidding. You have a lot of Russians in Sweden. All right, they're after the submarines. They're after all your military tech. And I'm sorry, you guys are turning a blind eye. And they're aiding to destroy your culture. Within, I think, 30 years or less, you're going to be a Russian state. And they're already there. STF has already happened. So, okay, let's see. What's the worst thing about Sweden is, during this time period, enslaving, raping young women, teens, women, and children for the new slave trade market that's going to spring up in 2020. Now, a lot of people don't believe it, but I would be really suspicious of the chief of police of a certain city that I won't mention that allows underage minors to be sex slaves. And that's going to be a big scandal in the summer of 2018, the summer of blood. Okay? 2018, England and Sweden. Summer of blood. Uh, Unarmed Swedish people are being killed in the streets in their homes by machete wielding, AK-47 firing, and hand grenade tossing You think acid is bad in the UK? Sweden's going to have hand grenades. Okay, that's really bad. But still, you get no response from government or the army. Complete no response from the police. There right now, last I heard, is 186 no-go zones, and they're growing. They're going to be by end of the year maybe 225. And remember, Summer of Blood. Okay, these areas are no-go zones if you're Swedish or any other minority who are not. That goes for Muslims, that goes for Asians, black people, Africans. Doesn't matter if you're not in those 15 racial groups, ethnic groups governed by a distorted version of Sharia law. All right, now I study the Quran with a Q, all right? And I understand Sharia law. This is not Sharia law. It's a bunch of thugs waving the Quran around and saying, we're doing it for religion. No, they're not. They're terrorists. Get them out of your country. Save your royal family, Sweden. But this is going to fall deaf ears. All right? And remember, you're not going to get help from the government. You're not going to get help for the police. So I got to keep it short. Best thing to do, sell all your non-necessary stuff. This is the Swedish preppers. So all your non-necessary stuff. Prepare to leave to Norway. Norway got their act together finally, and they're going to save about 3 million Swedes. Have your passport handy. Make sure you have on the Kron, I think it was Krons. I can't remember Uncle Hal, but the Krons have enough in little gold pieces. Put in a money belt, enough to start a new life. Not too much, but enough to be comfortable. And plan to move to either Norway or Denmark is your best bet. All right. So on foodstuffs, I can't remember conversion for the 5-gallon container, but enough food stuff for that. That's about 2 weeks of food. Because all American preppers, we have those 5-gallon buckets. Well, I can't remember the conversion rates for the buckets in metric, so you gotta forgive Uncle Alan. He's trying his best to say Sweden. Okay, but none of this is going to be heard. A lot of the sheep in Sweden, like, oh, the police will take care of it. The army take care of it. And while you're walking to Norway or Denmark by boat, remember that they did not take care of it. And you're going to lose the House of Bertinet, the royal Swedish family. And whose fault is it? Your fault for letting the socialists and liberals run your government to the ground. You have a nice night. I'm going to try to do part 2. Like and subscribe to Old Uncle Al, aka Diebulfrog79. And hello to all my Swedish prepper friends. God bless and hope you make it through the summer.